tied us. So this is an article. Plus-sized women admit they aren't attracted to overweight men. And Nick, if you could tab over.
Oh my God. Facts.
So this is the article, whisper.com. Nick, if you can just scroll down. Actually, scroll back up. I'll just read it. Can you mouse wheel control up so make it a little bigger? Yeah, that's good. As a plus-sized woman, there's this expectation that you should only date overweight men. Oh, you can show us on the right side. But what if you aren't attracted to plus-sized men? These women open up about dealing with the stigma of being plus-sized and refusing to settle and date overweight men. From dealing with harsh criticisms to feelings of guilt for their preferences. Find out what they had to say in all these, in these tell-all confessions. Scroll down. I'll just read the first one. Sometimes I feel guilty because I'm not attracted to bigger guys, even though I'm plus-sized myself. I find it rare to find a big guy that takes care of his appearance and hygiene the way I do. Scroll down. I'll just read one more. I'm a plus-sized woman, but I'm not attracted to big guys. I get a lot of hate and criticism for it, but I can't help that I like average to muscular types. So on that topic, do you guys have a reaction to that? And also just what's your type? Do you like bigger guys? You like plus-sized men? Or
I have an immediate reaction. Even in like when they're writing, she says settle for a plus-sized person. They're assuming just because that you like someone who's not plus-sized that then you're settling for someone who is plus-sized. That's already like a negative connotation. You can be attracted to whatever you are attracted to without putting another thing down. Like when I'm talking to a man, and usually the men I talk to, they're fit-bodied men. I'm attracted to athletic men. I was athletic growing up my entire life. I was also like 212 as a competitive figure skater, beating girls who were much smaller than me. So I'm always attracted to things that I do. I like to run every day. I like to work out. And so I'm attracted to men that are like that. And I feel like it's okay to just like what you like, because they're obviously still attracted to me too with their shape. You just gotta like what you like, getting where you fit in.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I don't really have a type. Because I really am attracted to a man that I like on an intellectual, like mental, emotional, like all the other things you would connect with a human being with. I feel like I'm more attracted to that versus their looks. And when I think about like plus size guys and like athletic guys or fit guys, I can only really speak from like my experience, and it feels like the guys that come after me or the guys that are like showing interest are like gym bros, like super fit, super athletic.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
they all
They
are
love
in
chubby
my
girls.
DM. Like they're just like coming at me, and I'm just like, well, that's weird. So I guess I tend to date more like either tall, skinny, lanky, athletic, or just fit body types, because those are the ones who are talking to me. I haven't yet like really had many plus size guys kind of show interest in me. I did date maybe one or two, or I went on a couple dates with one or two. So I'm not opposed to it. I'm just kind of whatever is offered, like whatever is pursuing me is, I guess, is what I'm paying attention to. And the comment about their hygiene not being good, I've dated two really fit guys with six packs and they stunk. And I'm just like, so it's really just not the plus size people. There's some smelly guys out there and they're fit. So,
And you have to understand, a lot of plus size people also don't necessarily have confidence in themselves. So where they won't judge themselves, they'll be okay to judge someone else. Usually that kind of thing is projection. It's what they're feeling on their inside. So for that person, with those plus size women to then degrade what they also are at the same time, it seems like just a little bit of self-hate and boost your self-esteem, and that kind of thing will be said.
Right. So for you, it sounds like you would have no problem dating a plus size guy, but the guys that are coming to you that are hitting on you, there's been a few plus size guys, but it sounds like it's mostly you're getting like just kind of regular size, even fit guys, so.
So with me, I'm attracted to guys that they can inspire me. So kind of what the article said, I agree. I, as a plus size girl, wouldn't date someone who's plus size. Because
why is that?
Because I want a guy who I can look at and admire and be like, oh, like I would like to be that way. I would like to date someone who's fit, obviously, because I want them to be strong and, all this stuff. But yeah, I guess it kind of seems hypocritical, because some people are like, well, you're plus size, you should date someone who's plus size, or you should at least consider it. And it's like, yeah, but we have our preferences, and I would like to date someone who is fit because I can admire them. They can also help me improve in my fitness journey, because I truly believe that when you're in a relationship with someone, you two influence each other so much. And I will like someone who can kind of help me in an area that maybe I'm struggling in.
But what if you're
and
with
be
a
that good
guy
couple.
who's fit and he likes you because you're plus size, and then you are inspired so much by him that you lose weight, and then he becomes unattracted to you?
Oh,
Interesting. Well,
so she has to stay.
I'm going
where
to tell
she's
you
at.
right now that usually the men who are
that
attracted to
happen?
me, they prefer me.
Oh yes, same.
They prefer me.
They
Really?
prefer my
Yes.
body type.
They
yeah.
might mess with something other, but they're, I mean,
I hear
if
that
they're
a lot.
watching, they
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
and to each their own. Like, I've got a best friend who's very, very thin, and like her husband loves the crap out of her. So it's just kind of like,
So do you think that's like a fetish almost?
I think it depends how you look at it, right? You can
Yeah.
just
In that
genuinely be
case-
attracted to something like this without fetishizing it.
Right.
So I think it depends. It's how the person talks to you, how they treat you. You can usually tell
Yeah.
if they're really quick to be handsy with you. Usually it's a fetishized thing. If it's a short, quick thing or something they don't want to take during the daytime, not real dates. That's why someone like me will require something that's, you know, you're proving that this is
Yeah.
not just some sort of fetish. Yeah, but I mean,
Because what you said, what makes me think it might be a fetish is like if they were to lose attraction for you, if you were to lose some
Yeah.
weight, that's to me is kind of like I would hope that they like, obviously physical attraction is important, but I would hope that they
I feel
like
like
you for
that's going to be the
you,
guy
you
though.
know?
Like, is he kind of a douchebag? Because he can do the same thing to his wife who was thin when he met her, and then get her pregnant, and now she's gained some weight, and now he's lost attraction to her. Nothing wrong with him, right? Because she changed from when he met her.
Is that something you've encountered though? Like you
Yeah.
started losing weight and the guy started losing.
I've
like,
not encountered someone just like, I've got respectfully a dope personality, so you're gonna fall in love with me. But
Okay.
if you did decide, I have had men who've been like, they wanted to like feed me. I like to work out. I mean, I do like my sweet things, but it's not something I gorge on.
Wait, they like to
Like,
but
give you
like in
food.
a just like a normal sort
Like,
of way
he
because
just-
there's
he
some
wanted-
like weird, you know what I
It
mean?
was weird.
Feederisms.
It was a little weird.
What's it called?
Feederism.
So they like.
They
wanted
like
to
they
make
get
me
off. They get
cookies.
hard if they watch you eat.
Yeah, he wanted to.
Have you
He
guys
wanted to feed
encountered-
me.
I'm not big
cookies.
enough for that. I got to be twice
No,
my
you don't.
size.
I was my size, and
I'm talking about feederism. Have you experienced that?
Well, he wanted to feed me cookies. Yeah, he wanted me to. He wanted like he was like, I want to make you cookies. I want you to eat cookies. Like,
And was
that's my
it-
He
favorite
wants to
food.
look at you eat it.
Like,
Oh,
yeah, it
let
was
me
like
see
I've
you.
never
Let me see you eat.
Yeah, and I've had guys do
weird.
that before. Like, I want to take you out to eat. Let's eat together. And I'm like, at the same time, like, you got to eat. And like, I do like nice food. Like, but I don't feel like they're.
But are you saying it's something beyond? Because I'm obviously like it's for anybody, like a dinner date. That's a pretty normal thing. But was it going beyond that to like he wants you to like stuff your face?
I
and,
mean, like, we
you
didn't
know?
get that far, right? Because I'm not going to sit there and do that for you. Like, respectfully, that's a little too far for me. But yeah, I mean, like, when he expressed himself, it seemed like that could be the way that maybe it could go.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to, like, I've just been me for so long that I don't necessarily want to be unhealthy. Like, I know certain things about certain foods, and so I don't want to go crazy. Like, I do like cookies, but I got to be kind of particular about
What's
them.
that story with the witch? Is it Hansel and Gretel?
Which they eat the house.
Where like the witch or something was trying to feed him to get him fat.
Yeah, that
so-
was Hansel and Gretel. She caught them. They were eating the house, and then she was like kept them in the thing, and she was trying to fill their bones, and they were giving her the chicken bones to feel, and she didn't think they were skinny enough.
Oh,
And then they
shit.
eventually pushed her in the stove. That's a really old story. I'm
That's-
28.
Okay. Of course.
Well, can I answer the question she asked me? So
Yeah.
I feel like I want to be with someone who also would support my health journey. So even if they love me how I am right now, if I was to become healthier, hopefully they can also love that version of me. And if they don't, and if they break up with me, awesome. I saved myself. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that is kind of weird though. Like, why would you only want to be with me if I'm at this certain size? There
I
are
feel
people
like-
like that, but
But it's the
I don't
same
want
way
them.
when she said earlier that the guys who date thin women, if they were to gain weight, they're like, sorry, Charlie, I'm
I
out
cheated
of
on
here.
you because
so
of
like
da-da-da.
her body also changed from like thin to fat,
Yeah.
and then the vice.
yeah, because the woman's
ways.
body does fluctuate.
Like, when I think about my future husband, like, I know that the kind of man that I want, he's probably going to expect a certain something from me. So every day, whatever I presented to him to get him, I want to continue to give that to him while we're married. So I want to continue to look good every day. I want to continue to do my hair. I want to continue to care about myself.
yes.
And I want to I don't want to let myself go just because. And so here's the thing, and I'm not going to attack you, but when you say that you aspire to be him or you look up to him, that's in a way saying that you don't like what you have right now. And you told me already, you hit the gym. So you're not an example of someone who's being unhealthy, right? But you in your mind have told yourself that because the way you look, it is unhealthy because I aspire to be something that is like him. And what I just challenge you to do, that maybe just love what you got, and then it doesn't matter where you fit before that. That's when the personality, you know what I mean? Because you're
yeah,
dope.
I get your point, but I would still like it's like for example, you have a business and you have a mentor who maybe has already done it better than you, and you kind of look at them, you know, like that type of relationship